Welcome to day 113. My name's Amanda, and this is Getting to Know God series. We are using the Children's Bible, which has 365 stories for every single day, this year and any day, any year that you want to listen to stories from the Bible. We're on day 113, and it's Saul, the Reluctant King, which can be found in 1 Samuel verses 10 to 11. Samuel called all the people of Israel together. First, they had a special service to worship the God. First, they had a special service of worship to God. Then Samuel announced that he was going to tell them who the king was to be. He did not give the name out at once. He wanted them to know that God had chosen this king. First, out of all the tribes of Israel, he picked the tribe of Benjamin. From Benjamin's tribe, he singled out one branch. From that branch, he picked out Kish's family. Everyone waited breathlessly and silent as Samuel chose one name from the family of Kish. Saul is to be your king, he proclaimed. Everyone looked around, wanting to be the first to catch a glimpse of the new king. No one could see him. Where is he? They all began to whisper. Even Samuel could not see him. Come on, let's go look for him, someone suggested, and a search began. At last, with a shout of satisfaction, they dragged him out, hot and dusty, from his hiding place. The thought of standing up in front of all those people had scared Saul so much that he had crouched down out of sight behind a large heap of supplies at the edge of the crowd. Now there were shouts and cheers as he was half dragged and half carried in triumph to Samuel. He is the man that God has chosen, Samuel proclaimed. 3 cheers, long live the king, the people shouted enthusiastically. Then Samuel wrote down all the duties of the new king and all the kings that would follow him. Israel's kings must be different. They were to do what God said, not just as they pleased. The people went home happy and excited that Saul returned to his father's farm for a little longer. What do you think of that then? Obviously, Saul was apprehensive, worried and scared about his new role, but the announcement of him being the king must have scared him greatly. I wonder how you or I would have dealt with it. It doesn't matter that God has given you the seal of approval. To be the first king must have been extremely daunting. And although it was useful that Samuel had announced all the duties of a king, we all, just like Saul, would have been extremely nervous. But the focus is just about what God would want him to do, and to be in constant consultation with God and constant conversation. And funnily enough, that was the message of the service today, which is about having constant communication with God, and to be in prayer, and to cease without, and not to cease praying, because even if we step out of our houses, it's praying to God to protect our home and the people that we've left behind, but also to pray for the journey or the place that we're going to and the safe travels that we have. Then it's, if you get in a car, it's to pray for your safety, for your protection, and it's to pray that all those around you that you drive alongside are safe and nobody is tired or falls asleep or anything like that, so that your safety is then guaranteed. And then when you get out of the car, it's to pray for your protection whilst you're walking around town or wherever you're going. So maybe that's the main focus for us today, is to pray without ceasing, to constantly pray, to pray into situations that are not working if you have a disagreement with a family member, to pray and give God praise for it being resolved and for you guys being able to talk and work it through. I hope this has helped or blessed somebody, because it's just making me think. God bless you.